Hello, and welcome to a chill world-building / drawing stream. I am your host, Alex, and with me right now we have Queen.
3 hard to continue.
And that's it. It's just us two for right now.
It's just us.
So yeah.
We know what happens when it's just us.
It is time for death.
It's time for death, chaos, and destruction, Woo!
So yeah, I have done a couple of streams of this on no regular schedule, just whenever Fallen Empires can't make and I don't have any other ideas. These are world-building streams talking about my Breath of the Wild-inspired campaign setting, slash making some drawings for it. I have previous drawings that we have done in other tabs in Firefox, so I'm just gonna adjust the capture window real quick and show everyone what we have so far, so y'all know what we're talking about.
I can't see it.
Too bad! Join the stream!
Okay.
Alright, so, this is the full map of the continent of Sideria. It is pretty packed because once I get started on making a map in Incarnate, I cannot stop and don't know what's good for me. So as you can see, there's a lot. And the Breath of the Wild campaign, like Breath of the Wild, is basically a go in any direction and have fun campaign. So I don't have the map with full hexes on it up right now. But imagine there are a whole lot of small hexes all over this map, and in each and every single one of them, there's something to do. Now, Alex, how many hexes would be on this map that the parties can actually go to? I am glad you asked. I calculated. 141. 141 different visitable, set-down locations that aren't just random encounters are on this map.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Man, Fallen Empires is sure a long campaign. Yes, but also Breath of the Wild.
Christ.
All right. So, in previous world-building streams, we drew a bunch of locations that would be in the campaign. This one is a city built in and around a giant mechanical monolith. So there's a whole lot of big ol' robot parts people have built buildings in and around. Faces where they shouldn't be. There are 2 heads in here. Why does this mechanical monolith have 2 heads? Who knows? But yeah, people live in here, get up here through the use of a giant frickin' elevator, because it is elevated above the ground. And do a whole lot of research into robots, because of course they're robots. It's a Breath of the Wild campaign setting.
Of course. Also, maybe he just wants 2 heads. Who are you to judge?
I am the dungeon master. It is my job to judge. Actually, looking back at this, I think the smaller head is a larger diagram of the whole head part of the city, and this other face is just decorative, because why wouldn't it be? You know, sometimes you just gotta put a face in front of your building.
Just put lights on it for Christmas.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho! Merry winter solstice! And then, some other locations. Next up. This is northwest Sideria. It is settled by Snowy Owl Aarakocra, because the idea of Snowy Owl Aarakocra is absolutely adorable.
Why is there an elephant?
That's a mammoth.
Why is there a mammoth?
Because it is the frozen north.
So, it's mainly, Aarakocra, and then just, other species dotted around.
Yeah, there are also, white and silver dragonborn who live up here, because it is cold as hell. This is also kind of like in Breath of the Wild, where a lot of the megafauna, the big furred megafauna goes. There's a different location that has the dinosaurs. This is the saber-toothed cats, the mammoths, that sort of thing. And pictured is a Aarakocra method of hunting. Just flying above someone and shooting them, because that mammoth doesn't have shit for ranged attacks, and Aarakocra can fly. There are also, not pictured in this particular part, because it focuses more on the frozen part of the Northwest, drow that live in the northwest in a series of underground fire pits and volcanoes. They're jackasses. Of course they're jackasses. They're drow.
You never know. Some drow are nice. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit nice. Not these drow. Not these drow.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Then, in the northeast, we got lizards. Lizard folk, more specifically. I believe, iguana I specifically chose as one of the samples up here because whenever I think lizard folk, I think Louisiana. But Alex, what if there is a continent that's not based on America? Whenever I think lizard folk, I think Louisiana.
Why?
I don't know, because they're swamp people!
Oh, okay. I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the state shush.
It's all good. The things you need to know about Louisiana. It is on the bayou. And because you are a Britbong and doesn't know what bayou means, it's a swamp.
Okay.
Yeah. It also has absolutely terrible highways because for the longest time they refused to increase the legal drinking age to 21.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
See, when I think iguana, the only thing I can think of is Issa from Dora the Explorer. She's like the only iguana I've seen in media.
We need more iguana representation.
Well, let's start. Who is this little green boy?
Which little green boy?
The one that's on the screen in the corner.
Oh, that's just a representative of who might live in the lizardfolk territory.
Can we call him Paddle because he's holding an oar?
You can call him that. I don't know if that's his name.
His name is now Paddle. I've decided.
Okay. But basically, the lizard folk live in big old boats that traverse throughout the swamp and can connect to each other to make one huge boat city. There are a lot of boat cities in Sedaria, and by a lot I mean mostly the two. There's the one that works, and there's the one that doesn't.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Can you adopt the green boy? He's 37, Leonora! He's a legal adult with a job and kids!
Why should that stop anyone?
Oh my god, everyone's just so obsessed with adopting characters, I guess. He's barely a character, he's barely an NPC, I haven't made a personality for him, and yet still people want him, or thirsty for him, or whatever. I'm cursed.
We want to adopt Paddle, and we want to take care of him and take him on walks and feed him.
It's always either that or are thirsty for when it comes to my characters. So where does that leave Mr. McMillicuddy, I wonder?
He's just an enigma.
Oh yeah, Piper brings up Miss Frizzle's iguana, Liz.
Who? I don't know who that is.
Do you not know the Magic School Bus?
No, I never watched it.
Oh, you sweet summer child, you need to look up the Magic School Bus. That shit is the bomb.
All I know is that one thing where, like, they get turned into eggs and then the fish comes along and, like, fertilizes it. That's all I know about it.
Well, there's also the classic scene where Arnold fucking dies on Pluto because he wants to prove to someone that you'll die on Pluto. Yeah. This is what'll happen to you! Arnold, no! Takes off space helmet!
For fuck's sake! Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Then, this is the Yuan-Ti city. It used to be an Elven city, and then the Yuan-Ti took over because that's what the Yuan-Ti do.
Oh, look at this boy. Look at that neck.
Damn, did he have a neck, though.
Sorry, I just see in chat, Gick Millicuddy Simps Unite.
Gick Millicuddy Simps Unite. Gick Millicuddy Simps Unite.
Oh, that's cute. I love it. I love this little blue guy's design with the snake armbands. That's really nice.
Oh, yeah. That might be a snake lady? It's been a couple months since we did this, so that might be a snake lady.
I'm sorry, her arm's covering her chest.
What? Why would you think you'd be able to tell what a reptile's gender is by looking for mammaries, Queen?
Shut the fuck up!
They don't have bazongas, Queen! They're snakes!
So I know one meme is just like, you want to see something cool? Titties! Oh, wait, I don't have them.
Oh no, I don't have no titties.
I don't have no titties.
But, yeah. Yuan-Ti, why they have so many stairs, I don't know. I think their first plan of action in architecture is put in a ramp instead.
Maybe they just need their exercise.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get in some cardio. 1, 2, 3,872 more to go. Shut the fuck up!
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it's like all access. Like some have stairs, and then like maybe all right, the one on the middle, see where the snake things are. Maybe they could like crawl up there and get out the other side.
It's like chutes and ladders, or the snakes and ladders, which I guess is the original version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, I'm sorry you can't escape the snitty discourse. But yeah, they don't have snitties. They're reptiles.
I'm sorry. Maybe I just want a bit of snitty.
We all want a little bit of snitty, and yet...
No one fucking quote me on that.
Alright, time to quote Queen Creeps in the Out of Context Quotes channel.
Now, okay, here's the thing. I don't want any queen as a scaly shit or anything, but I don't mind a little bit of snitty. I'd poke that.
Poke that boob.
Poke the boob. Sorry, this is a serious stream. Let's go.
It's definitely a serious stream and not just chilling out and fucking around. Alright. This is what we have affectionately nicknamed Bad Town, as you can tell by the file name of Bad Town.
Okay, what the fuck? Oh, it's, the Null, isn't it?
Yes. The main forces that guard this big ol' castle right here are hobgoblins and gnolls. They don't get along, so there's basically a line in the sand. This is where you guard. This is where I guard.
Is that a hobgoblin in the corner there?
That is a hobgoblin in the corner, yes.
Why is he so big?
It is a representative of what hobgoblins look like. He's not a giant actual hobgoblin cop.
Oh!
Yeah, you didn't ask, oh, why is this owl so big when next to a mammoth? Because it's a representative, Queen Creep.
No, the way it's positioned, it looks like a massive statue or something.
No, it's just a hobgoblin in a little guard uniform filling out that space.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. The guy on the right looks like M. Bison. The big hyena? That's what looks like M. Bison? You sure? The giant fuck-off hyena lady? That looks like M. Bison? Is that what you're talking about? I think we need a little lesson on this is your left and that's your right. This is your left. This is your left. This is your left. That's your left. This is your right. This is your right. This is your right. You're gonna die.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's why Stephen should never be a school teacher.
Hello, children. Today we are going to learn about directions.
Sorry, I got distracted by something Kristen posted.
Let me see.
It's in
yes.
TMP.
Very good. I approve. None of you get to know what that is, by the way. None of you will get to see it. It is a secret to everybody.
Never again for the next, I don't know, month.
Month or so. Who knows if Kristen's already posted it somewhere? I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. But anyway,
God.
Along with doing locations, we also talked about who the big bad guys in the campaign are, and it's these fuckers. I
remember this. This fucking guy.
Yeah, this guy right here, the Mad King Augustine. He is blind, and he's an asshole. Because, he already had probably a castle of loyal guards and servants, based on inheriting the throne of Sedaria, but was like, you know what I should really do? Hire hobgoblins and gnolls to guard the castle and pillage the land that I own. I am brilliant!
As one does. Is he like... I can't remember, is he like mad or is he like, what's his personality?
Well, the exact details I don't want to share too much of because that's for the campaign, but like, he's called the Mad King because he makes decisions that benefit basically no one, sometimes not even him, in order to maintain his grip on power.
Lovely. I love him.
I love him. And then behind him, there is Cadius, who is a giant black dragon. Now, black dragons, I believe, in D&D, are the ones who are, like, the most spiteful. Because the various chromatic dragons all have traits that are super, super bad. White dragon will punch your shit in, red dragon is a bully, green is manipulative, blue is pride, and then black is spiteful. Yeah, I had to list them all.
Yeah.
Then, lower left is Quarrick, Earth Ganassi Assassin. This was drawn by Walrus, miss you, Walrus.
Oh, yeah.
I believe, it has been so long, but I distinctly remember Walrus playing around with giving Quarrick a voice and JoJo just going gaga for it.
Oh, for God's sake. Was it deep?
Yes, it was very deep. It was some variety of British, because of course it was. Then, top left, there is the succubus queen, Lilia. You can call her Lily, all her friends do.
Of course she's a succubus.
Of course she's a succubus. Why would she not be a succubus?
God, I like the colors on her.
Oh yeah, she's looking real good. Juno assures me that even though Cadius is blocking most of her body, she is incredibly hot, because why would she not be? She's a succubus.
She got titty.
She got boob. The UNT look over. So that's where the boob went.
No boob for you.
No boob. Lilia took all the boob.
That's why they're uprising.
Mm-hmm. And then, top right, Tetrasiel. She is a fallen angel. Her story was basically, she fell to try and help save Sedaria, but got corrupted and now spreads plague wherever she goes. I also remember in the chat when we first did this, someone's like, sounds like one of the player characters. And I laughed in challenge rating 10+. Because that would be busted as hell to make Tetrasiel one of the player characters. I am Tordek, level 1 fighter. I am Tetrasiel, angel of the gods!
I love her.
She's nice. You'll die if you're next to her, but she's nice.
I try. I just want a friend.
I just want a friend. Friend rots in hands. Shit.
Oh, that seems like a you problem.
It's 100% to her problem. It's also 100% why is Groovy skipping problem.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got a little bit too close.
Alright, leave! Get out, we don't want you near... We don't want you near not Fredboat anymore, you're breaking him and we already broke Fredboat!
But Groovy gave me a snack.
Oh no! Now the snack is tainted! Ah, frick! Alright. So that is stuff that we have drawn previously for the Lelda of Zelda Brief Ode to Weef.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I'm keeping this map up for easy reference so I can talk about what other locations there are if you want to do those.
Yeah.
But one other thing I was thinking, in the last world building stream we did, we went through a way better method of figuring out what's in each individual hex than me rolling and stealing from other adventure sources. So I did that, I did some thinking about what's in those, and I also did some thinking about, as part of the history, who the previous kings and rulers of Sedaria were. So, we could also talk about those if the chat's interested.
That sounds really nice.
Would it be okay if you screenshotted them? Yeah, sure, go for it. Right. Paladins might have a chance to survive because immunity to disease. Yeah, I think druids and monks also get immunity to disease. So just build a party entirely of divine characters, and then you'll be fine talking to Tetrasiel, and completely unbalanced otherwise.
Sounds good to me.
And now let's scooch on back to the art view, so you don't see any of these fancy tools on the sides that I have no idea how to use. Is that Licky Tongue?
I don't know what it is.
It certainly is. Certainly is a thing.
It might as well be, yeah.
Oh no, don't lick the sword! That increases the number of hearts to continue!
I lick the sword.
Yeah. Speaking of which, yes, we do need more hearts to continue now. So chat, if you want us to continue, you must give heart.
4 heart.
4 heart.
Give heart.
Give heart or I'll slop the sword.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, 4 hearts.
There we go, that's 4. Now let's clear this out.
Alright, how to make a new layer?
There's a page icon above. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Right. What shall we draw?
Yeah. So, chat, do you want us to start drawing locations in Sedaria, or talking about the past kings of Sedaria?
Okay, I'm gonna warn you now, I cannot draw backgrounds to save my life.
Too bad! I understand the want for both. However, we're gonna need to choose something to start.
I did it.
You did it! There he be!
That's it. That's the one past king. There's only been one.
There's only been one. Unfortunately, that is not correct. Scrolls down. There have been... There have been 11 kings of Sedaria before Mad King Augustine.
Heck.
Alright, so I'm just gonna change to a smaller pen size and watch this dead man appear on my screen.
It's the king.
There he be!
I don't know why he's got no arms, but it's the king.
He's just up for a bit of armless fun. How many of them were kings that conquered the lands? Technically, all of them. So, before there were any real kings of Sedaria, it was quote-unquote ruled / more like terrorized by a Titan Lord. This was an ancient time, so no one remembers a whole lot of the details, other than it was really, really bad, no one liked him, but no one was able to topple him, until the first king of Sedaria, Canavac, as I go write out his name.
Canavac, alright. Tell me about this Canavac.
Gladly. Canavac was a human barbarian of exceptional strength who led a war party against the Titan Lord, slashed the Titan Lord to bits, kept doing that until all his weapons were broken, and then, bludgeoned the remaining bits to death with nothing but his fists until he came out victorious in a puddle of blood and gore. It was then that Canavac declared himself the ruler of Sedaria and declared a new law over the land that only the strong would have the right to rule over the continent of Sedaria. Now this is all well and good, except Canavac later ascended to become the Demon Lord of Violence.
Oh! Unsurprising!
Now, why would Canavac ever said to do such a thing? Well, any violent crime you can imagine, Canavac did it. Canavac was a raider, a murderer, basically slashed and burned his way through everything, took prisoners, did not treat them well. Canavac was a bastard. Also, hello, Atwas.
Hi.
Hello, we are just talking about the previous kings of Sideria that came before King Augustine.
Excellent.
Would he been shirtless, like full barbarian?
Yes, he would have been shirtless, actually.
Alright. I don't know how to draw a shirtless guy.
That sounds like a you problem.
Barbarian if you can't have well-oiled glistening pets, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah.
My armor is the blood and guts of my enemies. I'm looking in the chat. Did my mans eat people? Not as a habit, no. Like, if he wanted to scare someone, he would, like, rip chunks out of their body and, like, gnash them in his teeth, but he was not, like, a follower of the cannibal god. Yeah. Cannibalism was saved until after he became a demon lord, because fuck other demons, he's hungry.
Yeah.
How many prior rulers were there? Sorry, I missed that.
Before King Augustine, there were 11 prior rulers of Sideria.
Gotcha.
Alright. So, obviously, no one was really happy with Canavac ruling over the land, especially considering on a good day his rulership would be, everyone do what I say right now, and on a bad day it would be, what's up? I'm killing all of you because I feel like it. So Canavac achieved Demon Lord status in a few centuries in the Abyss in what took Orcus thousands of years to do. Got it. The previous rulers of Sideria took place over thousands of years. I should actually mention before we go on that the throne of Sideria is enchanted with something called Acherite, as in Acheron, the outer plane. It makes you do crazy shit, but it also gives you elongated life.
Hello, Juno.
Hello, Juno. We have an Aggie IO.
Yeah.
It is in call above my struggling with not Fred boat.
There it is.
Thank you.
Alright. Would you have any hair? Like, any features like that?
Canavac had, like, long black hair.
Oh, fabulous!
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have been really messy as well.
Yeah. So to catch you up, Juno, we are talking about the previous rulers of Sideria. Because there were 11 prior to Augustine, the Mad King. The first one was Canavac. He is a barbarian. He instituted the rule of only the strong shall take the throne. He put in a whole lot of Acherite on the throne that made him immortal and more powerful, and even worse than he was before. Canavac was a bastard who turned into a demon lord.
So, you know, just standard tyrant stuff.
You know, standard tyrant stuff.
You know, your normal Tuesday for a tyrant, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Must be a day that ends in Y. Also, to clarify, for timeline purposes, he turned into a demon lord after he was killed. Because, like, he got to hell, everyone was like, alright, time to torture you! And Canavac was like, I have a better idea! And started beating the shit out of every demon that came near him.
Oh, nice.
Rip and tear until it is done! Yeah. So, like I said, as you can imagine, Canavac's rule, no one liked it. It was bad for everyone. And finally, there was an uprising, and Canavac was slain, because of the rule he set into place, which was held up by primal magics due to slaying an ancient titan. That is not the pen tool. The second ruler of Sideria was Queen... not that. Queen Psalm, as in the song, she was a tiefling.
Okay.
There's dead Canavac.
There's dead Canavac. Oh, I am slayed!
gonna draw some blood on him.
Mm-hmm.
Just come out of battle.
Just come out of battle. You should see the other guy. Oh wait, you can't. He is paste. Mm-hmm.
There he is. He's dead.
Ah! Yeah. So, Psalm was like, alright, finally, we're rid of this guy. Let's undo this Age of Might rulership he has set up. And then she found out she couldn't and was like, crap! So instead, she just did the best she could to repair Sedaria and make it an actual continent so that it was not, ruled by war and the like, which she mostly managed to do. The problem was there was still a huge deposit of acarite around the throne. And, metal that is attuned to the plane of ever-present war is not gonna do great things to your psyche.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Womp womp. Probably should have cleaned out. Probably should have taken out the trash. This is why you take out the trash, people.
Yep. This is why you clean out the old dude's crap. You're gonna get haunted.
Right. There, he got pants.
Now you don't gotta see his dong.
Psalm pulls out gun. Garbage day!
Garbage day!
Garbage day.
Garbage day.
Some really nice music, by the way.
It was the first thing I found when I searched royalty-free fantasy music, so that's what we're listening to. I do in fact like it.
What color eyes do you think he would have had?
Well, as a demon lord, they're definitely red. So
Probably.
while he was mortal, probably either red or just black, because Canavac was not great, even when alive.
I'll do like a deep red.
He has the red eyes of evil.
Mm-hmm.
Evil.
I feel great about electing this guy as king. We didn't elect him as king, he just kinda said he was.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay. You're okay now. This is what should have happened after his defeat.
Yep. What should have happened, but it didn't.
But it didn't.
Alright, we've got to use all the resources he hoarded and give them back to the people. All of them? Are you sure? So now, there are unfortunately a bunch of acarite deposits all over Sedaria. So it's not like quite as concentrated as it was when Canavac was around, but there's still a lot of violence metal that's scattered everywhere.
And now everybody's violent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But how was his tax reforms? Also bad.
Fucking hell.
He was a barbarian. What? Do you think he knew anything about taxes?
Money.
Your tax is your life. Stab.
Yeah. You will give me everything you have right now. But it's not tax day. It is now. I am the king. Man of many characters is really loving Psalm so far. I agree. She cool.
Yes, she's cool.
Yeah. She is probably the one of Sedaria's rulers that you would most likely want to go grab a beer with.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, she didn't take out the trash, so now
Unfortunately, she didn't take out the trash.
Did she have an adventuring class?
She was a bard.
Oh, hell yeah.
No wonder she
Even
didn't take
better.
out the trash.
Yeah.
There we go.
How is job security under his rule? Again, not great. This is a man who kills people because he gets bored. You're not going to be keeping a job for long, even if you do it well.
You're hired as my new training dummy. Stab.
Stab.
Okay, you're fired.
Yeah. You make a poor training dummy. That was one stab. Most of them at least scream afterwards. We might not have the room to draw the rest of the rulers of Sedaria on this sheet, though.
You can do it on the page.
Yeah, we can we can finish this up, save it, and then move on to another one.
I am going to move this trash can out of the way.
We're good.
Yeah. Goodbye, trash can. We hardly knew ye.
Goodbye, fantasy trash can.
Manime Characters also loves Bastard Husband's design.
Yeah. I like barbarians with like long hair like this because normally I see them bald, so it's really cool.
Yeah, but like my thing is, I love long hair because I love long flowy shit because it makes for awesome action shots.
Yes.
You like swoosh.
Yeah.
This weird blood-greased hair flowing in the wind majestically, question mark?
You're back.
Majestically, quote unquote. Only secure job is making him new weapons for murder. Alright, we've got a little bit of room still left, so the third ruler of Sedaria, I'll make a slightly smaller brush for this so I can fit all his name in.
Okay.
So, unlike Canovac, Solemn saw fit to surround herself with advisors because she was not so, like, bold enough to think my way or the highway. So, the chief of her advisors and the one that became the next ruler of Sedaria was a Naga known as Tadagova. My handwriting is amazing and I do not have a tablet.
Your handwriting is amazing.
Yes.
Sneckman.
So, one day, after a session of, alright, what are we going to do to fix Sedaria? I don't know, you've done all you can right now. She had a private meeting, it's like, listen, I've been having a real bad time with all the Acherite around. I can't stop it at this point. I can't undo the Age of Might, and I do not want to be anything like Canovac was. I leave Sedaria in your hands. And then Psalm took her own life rather than turn into a tyrant.
Yes. Peace! Stab!
Peace! Stab. It's like, I trust you with this. And that was alright in theory. Unfortunately, Tadagova was like, looks like I have all the resources of Sedaria. And he got tempted into the dark side. He was like more lawful evil than Canovac's chaotic evil. But yeah, Tadagova is like, alright, let's see how efficient we can make this, because these people have had handouts for too long, and they can get us a whole lot of stuff, but they're not. Time to institute higher taxes!
The first Snittler.
The first Snittler.
Been a long history of Snittlers, although...
What's the word for the talking thing between people? Conversation? Is that what you're thinking of, Churro?
Dialogue?
Dialogue?
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery. Yeah. Proto-Snittler. Technically, yeah. Nagas and Yuan-Ti are different things in Dungeons & Dragons. Yuan-Ti are snake people, Nagas are just straight up divine snakes. What was a divine snake doing in Sedaria? Vibin'.
It just makes sense.
Yeah. Like, this was still in ancient times, like, thousands of years ago, or pretty damn close to it, where a whole lot of magic was a whole lot more widespread than it is in modern D&D world. So, yeah, there's definitely just gonna be a Naga hanging out, having fun, advising a queen on how to deal with a whole lot of Mechanite scattered around. Oh wait, not Mechanite, Acherite. Mechanite comes later. Spoilers. Mechanite is a thing.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So what are we on now?
We are on the third ruler of Sedaria, Tadagova. He inherited the throne after Psalm was like, I will not be a tyrant, I will not be tempted into this like Canovac was, and took her own life, and named him as the successor. And then Tadagova's like, okay, now here's how I think we can run things more efficiently.
Saul has fallen. I'm the new leader of the Decepticons.
Mm-hmm. Even Asmodeus doesn't like taxes. I thought Asmodeus was pretty cool about taxes, actually. Who's currently drawing? This is Juno, who is currently drawing Tadagova.
This is Juno. You may have heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I spent all morning working on Yape. I need to do something else.
Yeah. We need something that's not yape to cleanse the palate.
Yes.
Instead, this is Blep.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little snake crown.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll give him something a little bit more serious looking.
Yeah. This snake crown is inefficient.
Oh my god. It's off my head all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I must fashion something more snake-fitting.
God. I imagine someone fashioned a crown for Canavac, but he, lost it in the next fight.
Yeah. Canavac probably went into a big brawl, used the crown as a weapon when his other weapons broke under his sheer strength and overuse.
Love it. What would be his weapon of choice, then?
Canavac used a great sword in life.
Thanks for that info.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Gonna try not intruding on your snake.
It's snake time.
It is time for snake.
Got a snake fest? I can draw.
You can. You're doing it right now. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Oh, wrong way.
What was Tadagova's class if he had one?
Tadagova did not have a class. He was just a straight-up Naga.
Tight.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the rulers of Sideria were not actually humanoids. Tadagova is one of them. And by a lot, I mean... 2. 2 were not humanoids.
One
and Tadagova was... Yeah. 1 is Snick.
Right,
Not true, Phoenix Rising. Psalm was a good person, she was just not great at figuring out how to clean up the mess.
You can't
It's
just dump a bunch of... Sorry, go ahead.
It's like our current government system.
Hey!
Hey-o.
Politics!
Wait, where? The US or UK? Yes!
Yes.
Yeah, UK's very prone. It's here's the thing about our prime ministers, I don't blame any of them, because it's they're constantly, the new ones are constantly lumped into impossible situations, and they're like, oh, you're doing it wrong. It's well, who the hell's done it right?
Certainly not Margaret Thatcher.
Okay, yeah. Okay, ooh, he'd probably have a cool strap on or something. That sounded wrong.
Hey! Well, I tried to stay away from that part of Canavac's story.
Let's see into blood, murder, violence. Hot.
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 Kinky.
There we go.
I am judging you.
Christ. Ah, that's
It's
better.
not like
There we
Tom
go.
could just dump a bunch of violence metal into a pit. Forget about it.
Violence
Yep.
metal.
Violence
That's
metal.
pollution.
They didn't exactly have a Yucca Mountain over there, right?
They had a couple. There are a couple of acarite deposits that Queen Solom organized. All right, just put it in here. Put it in here, and I don't want to ever see it again. And then thousands of years down the line, Augustine's like, all right, dig it up. Dig it up. I want to see it again. But you're blind. I want to see it again.
All right. That's better.
All right, we've got. We should probably switch around the names of Tadagova and Psalm.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep. Let me just zip, 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 zip.
Psalm.
A psalm. There is a D in between the A and the G of Tadagova. There we go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right. Let's say this and talk about what came after Tadagova.
Okay, who's got it?
Not me.
No, it's goes. I'm kidding. I got it.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
Save that. Put that into stream and studio, actually, since it looks like people are in call.
Yeah, people are in call doing something. Don't worry if you miss any of these. I will copy them all into the fan server later.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
You must die.
So for the series of illustrating all of these, would you rather I introduce the next couple all at once or one at a time like I did before?
Whatever you want.
We're not twiddling our thumbs.
Cool, yeah. Alright, so, after Tadagova came a king who illustrated the problem with the one who kills the last ruler becomes king. So there were a bunch of goblins that managed to ambush Tadagova. And, one of them managed to kill the freaking Naga. So, the goblin became king, but then the goblins were like, no, I did most of the work, I want to become king. So they just kept killing each other over and over. No one could really keep count of how many No one could really keep count of how many goblins became king, so they just count the one goblin that lasted the longest, and by the longest we mean about a week.
Incredible.
My handwriting is great, but his name is King Durig Redeye, fourth of his name.
Fourth of his name, nice.
Fourth of his name.
That's beautiful.
There, it's a perfect representation of the Goblin King.
Yeah,
You
Durig
did
Redeye,
it.
fourth of his name.
Well, you got claimed, Juno.
Yep. Fourth of his name. Yeah. And then, eventually, after many, many goblins acting as king, but luckily they didn't do much other than fight amongst themselves to hurt Sedaria, finally one guy was like, right, that's enough of this shit, walked into the Sedaria castle.
Let me actually draw this smaller.
Alright, yeah.
This is a bunch of goblins.
So someone walked in and was like, enough of this shit, and cast a bunch of area of effect spells in the castle that wiped out the goblins, just took the throne, and said, we will never speak of this again. That is not the pen tool. This is the pen tool. King Aralumen was the next of the Sidarian throne. He was a half-dragon high-elf wizard.
Oh.
Getting stacked there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You want this one, Queen?
I wouldn't know what he looks like.
He was, kind of tall, lanky, had, gold scales across half of his face, because, half-dragon.
But did he look more like an elf?
He looked more like an elf than a dragon, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can draw that.
Yeah, if he looked more like a dragon, he would have been, Dragonborn, but most of him was just, humanoid-looking. He just had dragon traits he could manifest whenever. King Aralumen on the throne was like, alright, so now that that's done, let's get some actual work done, and highly encouraged the development of magic across Sedaria. Aralumen was one of the people who, made a contract with the Fae to basically allow them a permanent portal into northern Sedaria. So far, all the kings have maintained that contract and basically peace treaty with the Fae. Peace treaty not so much in the case of Augustine, but Augustine makes all sorts of bad decisions, so...
What would his hair have been like?
His hair would have been long white hair, like Sephiroth style, for lack of a better word.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, very good.
Mm-hmm. And then the sixth, I'll just put this in the corner for right now. that is still not the pen tool. So, Aralumen was focused on magic over mundane matters, so, like, he was alright, just not great as a king, but people wanted to keep him around. And then there was the one who killed him, Greyana Avalon. She was a drow priestess. The only reason she bothered killing him was because he was an elf.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Greyana.
You like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy that lasted a week.
Yep. My handwriting is still amazing.
That's alright.
So, basically, the drow have been in Sedaria for a long time, as were the elves and dwarves and whatnot. So when Brianna heard that there was an elf on the throne, he was like, oh, fuck this! And spent the next several years plotting solely to destroy, like, his magical defenses and kill the elf without much thought as to what she would do as queen. When she was queen, however, she opened up a whole lot of mines across Sedaria, like caverns, places to actually mine, and whatnot. The end goal was to make a sort of miniature Underdark that she could reign over. But she already had something to reign over. She had Sedaria. Yes, correct!
Yikes.
Unfortunately, yes, this one was because of racism. While there are certainly drow who are not violent psychopaths who hate the elves, Sedarian drow are that. They are xenophobic, psychopathic assholes. And even the other drow do not like Sedarian drow. Fourth of his name.
I like this guy. This one's my favorite.
Yeah, Aralumen's just vibing.
He's just vibing. He's a good boy.
And then he died because of racism.
Yep.
Heck.
Like, together we can make a better, more magically advanced world. I think not!
And then in came the CEO of racism.
Mm-hmm. How many years did Aralumen live? He lasted a pretty long while. Aralumen lasted 250, which is a lot for a ruler of Sedaria.
Oh, nice.
Good for him.
Like, the longest reigns so far were Tadagova and Aralumen.
Okay.
Obviously, the shortest was the goblins. Together, the goblins lasted about a year. Durek Red-Eye, fourth of his name, lasted a week out of that year.
That's a lot of goblins.
That's a lot of goblins.
Were there any goblins that lasted for like 2 minutes?
Yes, several. You have to understand, there were a lot of goblins.
And ranging anywhere from like half a second to a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, it was chaos for the first couple of days. Like, they slowed down eventually, but it was still constantly, like, killing other goblins to get the throne. There was seemingly no end to the goblins until Aralumen just blew them all up, and the goblins were like, yeah, we're not fucking with the half-gold dragon. So how was the assassination attempt to kill an elven half-dragon? Must have been an intense battle. It was, actually. Aralumen did put up a fight before he was killed. Brianna, unfortunately, had a lot of prep time on her side and basically, like, rigged the castle up and turned all the magical defenses against him. He prepared for that, but she prepared for him preparing for that. Elves, man, that's how they fight. They fight smart.
What's his color scheme in terms of clothes?
Color scheme. Never really thought about that before, so I'm gonna make one right now.
Thank you.
I was about to say purple, but that might go into Wario colors. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. We like orange?
yeah, orange. Orange would probably look pretty good on him.
Yeah, like a tame orange.
Did Aerolumen have any descendants? That brings up something very interesting. It is entirely possible for rulers of Sideria to have kids. However, thanks to the rule/magical curse/whatever put into place by Canavac, that is not how they get someone new on the throne. Like, even if you had a firstborn who is all set to inherit it, someone comes along and kills you, whoops, they have the throne now. Are they gonna come back for revenge? Yeah, that's why you go kill the kids afterwards.
Just be like that.
It just be like that sometimes. And the next question, did anyone else see the problem with the system after a bunch of goblins managed to take advantage of it? Yes, several.
Man, sucks for them, but we're different.
Yeah, built different, baby.
Heirloomin, maybe I should take care of this, but there are a bunch of other pressing matters. Yeah. First, get stabbed by the CEO of racism.
All right, so that's my 250-year plan done. Now let's look at undoing the era of might curse. Ah, damn it.
It appears I done fucked up.
Let's undo the curse. FBI, open up!
This chill bard music.
Yeah. Man, the bard's just vibing though.
Bard's just vibing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a cloud of goblins is brawling with each other in the background.
Why are all the rulers except the goblins hot though? Are you kidding me? Just freaking look at Duragredai, fourth of his name. Are you not attracted by that animal magnetism?
Are you not aroused by his
sheer raw throbbing charisma?
Yeah, and before you all deny it, I've seen you all simp for scam lately.
Talk about mediocre. I mean, Scam's a great character, of course. Like, I'm talking about, other qualities.
Oh, yeah.
Built different.
Built different, baby.
Built different, baby. He's Scam likely. You want to get a look at his pocket change?
Oh, I like this. Orange suits him.
Yeah. Rules of villainy. If you're evil, you're also pretty damn hot. So, looks at Gariana. Racist. But if racist, why hot?
Liquid Fire Emblem.
Drow are elves. All elves are hot. Sorry, Sweaty. I don't make the rules.
I think he'd have like a little beauty spot here as well. There we go. All done.
Does Grayana have red eyes? I don't think Drow actually have red eyes in D&D.
Do they have, like, white eyes?
Like white or like light purple or light pink or something like that?
Yeah, it's usually like really pale eyes for Drow.
Something not super melanated, since, like, don't they, like, live underground or something?
Yeah, Drow are native to the Underdark, which is a huge planet-spanning network of caverns.
Alright, now dig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the idea for Grayana. She was like, I am queen. Now dig. Like, don't you have an Underdark? Yes, but I'm not queen of that Underdark. Racist. Okay, but have you seen Nemesis before he was a corpse? Have you seen him after? Damn, that muscle!
Yeah. Nemesis is ripped.
Mm-hmm. Drist size or purple? I think we mentioned purple as an option for drow eye color. Pretty sure we did.
Maybe.
Indeed, we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like white, light pink, purple. Those are usual drow eye colors, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
She has laser eyes.
Mhm.
Laser eyes and racism.
Behold my
Yes.
heat vision and despair.
As they say, suck it, losers.
Oh yeah, that is a fun fact about the drow everyone knows, TM.
Excuse me.
How dare you? No, you're not
Listen.
excused.
Alright, fine. I see how it is.
There she is.
There she be, the CEO of racism.
Hey.
That's her, Claude. It's the CEO of racism.
Yeah. Sure. Sidaria's monarchy is being played hot potato with. That doesn't sound good. Correct! You are correct. It is really bad long term for Sidaria, but Canovac
Tip
put the
job.
system
The
in place.
goblins killing each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, points to the goblins. Correct!
Yes. In other news, the sky is blue and the water is wet.
Mm-hmm. Grayon's class, she was a multi-class warlock rogue.
Tight.
Tight.
Alright. Let's
Hang on, I'm gonna give him like a little brooch. Because I'm just like, he doesn't really have any royalty stuff on him. Let's give him a brooch.
Alright, let me resave once you do that. Unless
Right,
you did already.
Nope.
Who was her
Who
patron?
was her patron?
She... I'm trying to remember what her patron was.
There we go.
Her patron was the Storm Giant.
Nice.
Snazzy.
Snazzy. Alright. Let's save this.
Alright, saving and uploading to the thing. You can erase your things while I do this, so I'll catch up with you guys.
Oh, whoops.
Cool. So, the next couple rulers of Sidaria. Those of you who mentioned, wait a second, that's pretty bad for the country to have something based on racism. Someone's gonna have an uprising. You are correct. The 7th ruler of Sidaria, come on, Pantool, for the love of God, work with me, was a tiefling escapee from the Underdark who went with an adventuring party to stop the reign of the Drow Queen and landed the finishing blow, so it fell to him. His name was Nephmus. He was a tiefling fighter.
Mm.
It is time for fist.
No, monk is fist. Fighter is sword.
It is time for sword again.
Time for sword. Now, unfortunately, probably anyone else in the adventuring party would have been a better choice, because Nephmus had little idea what to do after being crowned king. So for the most part, he threw parties, he drunk a lot. He was a hedonist king who's like, it's all about me, let's celebrate how awesome it is to be king, baby!
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Hey. The best kind of king.
Mm-hmm. The best kind of king. Except when
Thanks,
the people
Blake,
are concerned, because, hey, that takes a lot of money to do that the people could probably use. So in comes
Tax dollars, that worked.
the 8th king, Raster, a gnome artificer.
I love gnomes.
Fuck that, I'm making it a capital A.
Rah!
Raster!
You just got gnomed!
You just got
yeah,
gnomed!
I'm not a gnome.
Yeah.
I'm not a goblin.
Yeah,
I'm a
Roman Emperor
gnome.
King, that always ends well. Yes, Nephmus was basically Emperor Nero as a ruler of Sidaria. So for Raster, you know in Game of Thrones, where there was that, like, carnival that was the mask for assassinating King Joffrey? That's what they did to take down King Nephmus. Raster was the ruler of that, like, carnival, ruler of the carnival, quote-unquote, / the guy who organized the plan, because how else were you going to get close enough to poison the king? And so, Raster was the one who made the poison. Raster is then the king, and he looked at all the projects that were ongoing, saw stuff that Aralumen had made and Greyana had pushed to the side because fuck those projects, it's an elf. And was like, that's a lot of studies of magic. We're not gonna do this. Alright, listen up everybody. I am a scientist and I discovered this awesome material called mechanite. You know how, like, Acherite is basically touched by the plane of Acheron? This is touched by the plane of Mechanus. Let's get Clockpunk, baby!
Robot metal.
He made a robot metal! So, Raster was kind of... Sorry, go ahead.
That sounds like... I'm sorry, robot metal sounds like a genre of music.
Robot metal does sound like a genre of music. Like a Daft Punk, but metal.
Yeah, like it's like a mixture of industrial funk and death metal. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So Raster as a king was alright.
Nice.
Like, not great because the Industrial Revolution leaves a whole lot of bodies in its wake. But he wasn't like actively malicious like Canovac, because you'd have to try really hard to be actively malicious like Canovac. And then, sorry, go ahead.
Look, it's in all the name of progress, okay? Like, sure, some people might die in work accidents and stuff, or / boiler explosions.
Yeah, it's progress. And then on the eastern coast, the Yuan Ti sent in a whole lot of scouts to be like, hey, is Sidaria gonna be a cool place for us to settle? I mean, take over? Wait, you said take over as if that's the better thing, and you didn't want us to settle. Yes!
Whoops.
So they sent a whole bunch of scouts to see, hey, is Sidaria worth anything? What are their military like? And I realized how fucking hard this name is to spell. And one of the Yuan Ti scouts, Shahi, found himself, in testing how great the defenses of the king are, I assassinated the king. Looks like I am the ruler of Sidaria.
It's Snittler!
It's Snittler.
More Snittler.
This is not, in fact, Snittler. Snittler is Shahi's descendant.
Snittler's dad!
Snittler's dad!
Snittler Sr.
So once again, the citizens of Sidaria found themselves, shit, we got an evil snake king!
Another snake
Not
guy?
again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, he is known in legends as the Absent King because he didn't hang around the castle a lot or give many orders. He was busy doing other shit all around the country. So people are like, okay, we have a snake as a king, technically. Is he there? What does he want? I don't know. And he never really found ruling Sidaria to be all that important.
Oh, he's missing? Okay, there's his picture.
There we go! Yeah. Have you seen my snake?
Hang on, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
There's the door.
He's been out getting cigarettes for so long. When will we come back?
It's okay. The king will be back with the sandwich any minute.
There we go. There he is.
Yeah. Bye! Later, hoes! Juno, he's a snake.
Yes. Yes, of course. Give him snake, the snake lower body and upper body.
Suckers.
Yes, that's also very important.
Yes. Be king? Nah, fam. I mean, that's what I would do. I would fuck off if I was, decided I would be king and I had no idea what was going on.
Oops.
Oops.
I killed the king. Well, I'm out of here. Bye.
Yep. No one told me this would be what happened.
Maybe I should have studied the culture and the inheritance of this kingdom before killing the king.
My intel was insufficient. So now I'm imagining Queen Psalm looking at all the rulers that came after her and going, I made a huge mistake. And debating whether or not she should have turned into the next Canovac in order to stop friggin' goblins killing each other and a snake that tried to leave but couldn't really.
The snake that just ditched.
The snake that ditched.
Peace out, suckers.
I can't draw hands.
Now, to be absolutely fair to Sedaria at this point, it managed to run itself okay. Even though he wasn't really making any declarations, they followed him if he made them. But, otherwise, they were kind of used to it at this point, so they're like, okay, keep doing our thing until otherwise ordered? You still want to work on the robot thing that the last king wanted? Yeah, sure.
He has a snake robe, and that's about it.
Yep.
He just ditched. That's his defining characteristic.
I'm just gonna take this outfit and go.
God.
Well, this crown is nice. I'll take that too. Later.
Neptimus is just here to vibe. Unfortunately, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, Neptimus. Guys, we just got out of being slaves to a crazy drow. We need a king who can lead us. Sounds like I need to drink to my success!
Nothing but toasts, baby.
Nothing but toast, baby!
Hashtag YOLO.
Mm-hmm.
Rester, that's right.
Correct! Why are all the monarchs bad at their jobs? Name me one perfect monarch, Churro. Name me one.
Yeah.
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 As it turns out, people have flaws that cause them to not be great rulers.
For instance, Ichahi just ditched.
Ichahi ditched. So going back to what we have, Ichahi ditched. Raster, caused the Industrial Revolution.
Which
Neptimus was a hedonist. Brianna was a racist and a slaver. Eralumen was an elitist. The goblins. Tadagova. Yeah. Tadagova was cruel. Psalm was inefficient. And Canovac was the worst.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Queen Elizabeth.
Terminal brain disease.
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth. The British are not eligible for Name Me One Perfect Monarch because they are the British.
Yeah. No, there really isn't one perfect one. I've watched many a documentary.
Yep. The goblins.
Marie Antoinette. Stairs.
Yeah. Well, there was one goblin who was just a perfect king for all of 2 seconds. No one could say anything bad about him.
Now for my first
Looks like I am now the king of Sidaria.
Yoda death noise.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, Canavac probably would have just watched the goblins and laughed his ass off.
Honestly, yeah, they were killing each other, which he probably liked.
Mm-hmm. Yes, good. This is exactly what I wanted when I said the strong would take the throne. Nothing but violence and death. Are there any of the rulers' ghosts still around? So that's technically spoilers for one of the locations they can visit in Sidaria, but there are 141 of them, so chances are they may not see. So I will just say yes, and you can guess which one is a ghost.
Oh no.
Obviously, it's his shot. Legends say that he's still ditching to this day.
Yeah.
He ditched so hard that he ditched into the afterlife.
You just find the ghost of Shahi, who needs you to bring Unity back to the throne. No. And then Shahi leaves.
He just ditches. I'm going to double afterlife. Screw this. I'm sorry. Screw this.
Screw this. He kept fucking off even after death. The gods tried to claim him and get into an afterlife, but he kept leaving every single one.
He's traveled through all 9 circles of hell.
Mm-hmm. And just left.
And I think he went to, like... I don't know where he is now. What comes after the 9th circle?
Who knows?
Is it the same heaven that cars go to?
Maybe. Maybe after the party defeats the big bad evil guy / King Augustine, we can have one decent monarch as a treat. I don't know. Have you seen the typical D&D character that IR makes?
Oh boy. Who is the sanest character from a tabletop in IR canon? Honestly, probably one of the Tales of the Loop characters, let's be honest.
Probably Tales from the Loop, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that...
But even then...
Alright, congratulations, Nancy! You're now the Queen of Sidaria!
I did it!
And who would kill a child?
Oh, who wouldn't?
Yeah. Who would kill a child?
Who would kill a child?
Goblin comes up!
Goblin comes up! Oh no! Wait, this is what my years of playing Legend of Zelda have trained me for.
Eh.
Yeah.
Who would kill a child? Grace would like to know your location.
But like... So on the spectrum from Nancy to Angel Eyes, who would be the most likely person to be the next King of Sidaria is the problem.
Alright.
The problem, Angel Eyes would not ever want to be associated with royalty. Like
No.
No. She would very strongly disagree.
She would just screw off just like Ichai.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the king.
Well, I'm out.
Well, Queen Salma's a bitch! Here's how you get rid of all this Akarat shit!
dumps all the fight metal and just screws off.
Yeah, dumps all the fight metal into the ocean. It's the fish's problem now.
God.
And then years later, a giant fish monster emerges with lusting for blood and also grew arms for whatever. Oh my god, it's enough.
So we need to hire a drilling rig.
Stares at fallen empires.
Oil rig technology does exist in the setting, yes.
I feel like Rasta would be really busy with work, so the minimal sort of glamour he'd have would be these bangles on his wrists.
Probably, yeah.
That he probably made himself.
Yeah. A crown is not sufficient workplace safety attire.
Hell
It
yeah.
looks like a hard hat to you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure as isn't.
Meanwhile, in the Mechanite mines, please, sir, may I have an extra gas mask? Don't have spare, sorry.
Oh no.
Henry Ford was a huge piece of crap, but at least he knew how capitalism was supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it was supposed to work?
Apparently, you're supposed to give workers money, actually give workers money so that they can participate in the system and keep money flowing.
In exchange for goods and services? Oh.
But then, CEOs happened.
I mean, Rester also knew, like, you pay people for a job. That's how jobs work.
That's how jobs work. Raster knew how capitalism was supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Why aren't there more gas masks? More!
No, those cost money, and the gas mask system is being attacked by dragons.
Oh,
you want to go up to the gas mask factory and kill some dragons, kid?
It's the highest of adventurers. But that costs money.
You know how much adventurers cost these days? The last king was an adventurer, and he sucked shit.
There we go.
Ah, yes, the chat is saying, Mosca is the next queen of Sideria.
Alright,
I mean, I'm not here about to argue with you, so fuck.
Lamau. Where did I... There it is. Mas.
It is true. She's no longer a stoat, but she's the same spirit.
What happened to Nephthys' adventuring party? Nephthys, as king of Sideria, got elongated life. The others didn't.
Whoopsie.
Like, he kept him around for a decent amount of time so they could party with him, but eventually they got bored and left, and died of old age, or on other adventures.
Color.
Yes, being king does extend your lifespan.
It extends your lifespan. That is part of the curse of Canavac. As long as you are on the throne, you will continue to lead through it until someone kills you. If you're a goblin, it shortens it. Theoretically, if Durug wasn't killed, he could have led for several hundred years.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're goblins.
Unfortunately, they're goblins. How long did Nephthys live? 40, 50 years. I will finalize the timeline later, but basically, yeah, he lived a decent amount of time as an adult in the prime of his life, so he could drink all he wanted. For life as monarch. Boom!
Your life as monarch. This is you. This is your brain. And this is your brain on Monarch.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions? Alright. So then we get to the last three kings, which includes the current one technically, of Sideria. So...
We're not going on break.
I mean, we can go on break. Do we want to?
Depends how everyone else feels.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah, maybe after we finish this last round. Then
Yeah, after we finish the kings, because it feels kind of awkward to, like, stop at the last thing for the kings of Sideria.
No kings.
No kings. Alright. So, I'm actually going to pull up a picture of this creature because it's a lamia, and lamias are a lot different in D&D than they are in other mythology.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot different from Monster Musume.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is not a snake. This is a lion.
A roar.
A roar. It pasted the number 1 from Google Chrome. And not the fucking picture of a lamia. Great. Alright. Copy.
So
nope.
We had a Lion King.
We had a lion queen, yes.
A Lion Queen, sorry.
Even better.
Alright, so after it became obvious that King Shahi was not coming back, was probably long dead, and the castle was falling into ruin, Lamia came, slid into the ruins of the castle, and was like, I rule this now. Let's rebuild it and worship how great I am. Her name?
Yes, another one of those.
Yep. This was Queen Harfelis.
Long live the queen.
Long live the queen. Yeah. She was also a hedonist, much like Nephnis before her, but she was a big lion lady, so it was a little bit hotter, if you know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
Brother, help me.
Who wins in a fight? Canavac versus Aralumen. Canavac is immortal is a very good distinction because Canavac is a demon lord. Would probably beat all these people combined, honestly.
Yeah. Except the Ditcher. The Ditcher would survive just by ditching.
The Ditcher would survive because he just leaves.
Yeah.
Later, bitches.
Exactly. He's just in a constant state of ditching, and Canavac cannot defeat the ultimate Ditcher because the Ditcher's always one step ahead of him.
Yeah, but probably mortal Canavac would be able to beat Aralumen, because Aralumen's got magic. Canavac beat a motherfucking Titan. Sure, Canavac had an army backing him up, but army gets wiped out quickly. Canavac's still there, cutting Titans apart, bludgeoning their bits to death with his bare fists. Canavac probably wins.
Who would win, Canavac or a billion goblins?
A billion goblins. Canavac!
But consider, there's a billion of them.
There are a billion goblins.
Only so many goblins can get within attacking range, so logically, we're doing some Tarask math over here.
Yeah. Oh my god,
What you
Canavac
need is a flying carpet.
Canavac with defeat Great Cleave. Whenever you defeat someone, you make another attack. Canavac just infinitely attacks for 6 seconds and defeats a billion goblins.
So a goblin artificer shows up with a peasant railgun.
So someone casts Locate City and adds 3 points of cold damage, a defeat that makes anyone killed with cold damage turn into a white.
Jeez.
Alright.
It is time to summon Pun Pun.
Pun Pun. And then, the 11th, similarly tired of the hedonist queenship of an evil, evil monster, was King Chant. He was a tiefling monk rogue multi-class.
It is your turn on the Tiefling Queen. That's a 2 in a row.
What color tiefling?
He was... Actually, let me look at the art of another character that will tell me.
Alright.
Red skin.
Red skin. Lovely. Let's try full body this time.
Alright. So, King Chant got a whole party together, defeated the Lamia Queen, and he was the one who dealt the finishing blow, so he was the one that did it. And he was like, alright, this has gone on far enough. We've had hedonist kings, we've had racist kings. I am going to restore Sideria to the former glory that it technically had. So, get me every single project these people were working on. We're doing them all. So we got, like, files from Queen Psalm, King Tadagova, King Aralumen, Queen Greyana, King Raster, and was like, let's do all of them. That is overextending yourself, sir. All of them! So, like, as a king, he had good ideas. It's just he did not have the resources and pushed way too hard to get them.
Yeah.
I mean, like, 10 generations.
Mm-hmm.
9 if you don't count any of it.
9 if you don't count any of the... They count the goblins because otherwise the goblins would try it again, and they don't want to deal with the goblins again.
Okay, so 127.
Who had the most epic fights? I vote Aralumen versus Greyana. Looking at the number of fights that were had, Canavac versus Psalm was an assassination. Psalm versus Tadagova did not apply. Tadagova versus the goblins, ambush, not epic. Goblins versus Aerolumen, not epic, it was a bomb. Aerolumen versus Greyana was probably a good fight.
What about goblins versus each other?
Goblins versus each other was the most epic fight, but let's not count those for the sake of between other kings and not just all goblins. Greyana versus Nethmus, probably epic, not as epic as Aerolumen versus Greyana, because, like, Greyana would not have had as many preparations set up, because who would dare challenge her? Nethmus versus Raster, poisoning. Raster versus Itshahi, not epic. It was, like, mostly an accident over in, like, 30 seconds. Itshahi versus Harfellis. Itshahi already left at that point. Harfellis versus Chant, probably decently epic, which leaves the only fight I would say comes close to being as big of a fight as between Greyana and Aerolumen. Because with King Chant getting every project up, he obviously had a whole lot of different parties working with him, for him, and a whole lot of people wanting to defend him.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. And then in comes Augustine and his adventuring party, stampeding through all of them to just run King Chant straight through, and now Augustine is the king.
Yay.
Did we have a design for Augustine?
We did have a design for Augustine. Jojo made a design for Augustine. I will drop it in Streaming Studio.
Thank you.
Augustine's in the center.
Yes, the Mad King.
The Mad King.
Kings with horns.
Yeah, tieflings are native to Sedaria, which is why there is a large amount of tieflings as rulers. Also because I love tieflings and wanted to throw them a bone in this setting.
Fucking mood. Anatomy, what's that?
Never heard of her.
Finally, something that's not a joke.
Yep.
Well, okay, no, that's not fair to Tadagova.
Yeah. Yeah, Tadagova was doing great.
The goblins were killing each other.
Goblins were killing each other, and Duragret, I fourth of his name, had a serious design. He was just lasted for a week.
Yes.
Now that I've concocted my plan for my rule, I shall...
Yeah. Also, hello everyone who's coming in. For the last hour or so, we've been talking about the previous kings that have ruled over the continent we are world building. So, these are the last three. Harfellis is a Lamia, because Lamias are cool as hell. Chant is a tiefling, and Augustine's also a tiefling, but insane.
Yay.
Was he always insane, or did that happen later?
He was not always insane. I can say safely he was not always insane.
I mean, who starts out their life insane anyway?
At the age of 6, I was born without a face, and I was completely mad!
I mean... sometimes there are very unfortunate circumstances.
I can also specify what type of horns he had, because I've got some character designs that will help with that.
I just realized I had smart ones.
So, Scar but a girl.
Scar but a girl.
I mean, Scar was a hedonist.
Scar was a hedonist, yes.
No, very much so, yes.
Long live the queen.
Yeah, it's ram's horns on King Chant.
Okay. The best horns for a tiefling.
If Augustine were to be killed, would one of his lieutenants take over? No. The rule of Sedaria is whoever kills the last ruler inherits the throne. It does, no matter who you have set out to be a successor, it doesn't matter, it's whoever kills you. You have a kid? Doesn't matter. It's whoever kills you. You have an advisor? Well, unless you take the Queen Psalm method and specifically name them as your successor, doesn't matter. It's whoever kills you.
God.
How long did Harfellus live? Harfellus reigned for 150 years, King Chant 400 even. The campaign begins 10 years into Augustine's reign.
Actually, no.
Only 10. Man, it took 100 years to build all of this up. Amateurs!
God.
So everyone in the chat is saying I want Harfellus to step on me or maul me to death. She is technically a large creature, where most humanoids are medium, so thank you all for confirming. Everyone is into giant women.
Hey.
Giant
It's the
lion.
law.
Mm-hmm. So there's a chance Augustine may have the second shortest reign depending on the party. There is a chance, yeah.
Oh yes, because nobody can beat the goblin. Actually, hold on. If the goblins killed each other, Augustine is far from the second shortest. If we count each goblin individually, if we don't,
If we count each goblin individually, then there is no contest, and it may go into the thousands, if not millions, which is why they only count the one goblin that lasted the longest.
Exactly. Even so, a week is still pretty short. It's still pretty short in terms of a record. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, he's still going to be second.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
He got swoosh.
Swoosh. Chat, you seem to think I'm judging you for liking tall women. I absolutely am not judging you. We've all been there.
Have you seen Zeffy?
Have you seen Zeffy? At any point, have you seen Zeffy?
Ooh, whoops. Let's see.
Sure, saying, bitches love tall girls. It's me. I'm bitches.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Leonora, everyone's a giant woman if they believe hard enough.
I mean, this dude wearing sandals.
He wearing sandals. He needs to be comfy on the throne.
Yeah? This way.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Looking back.
I want her fellows to step on me. Don't worry, she will.
She will. Correct.
And probably eat you.
So fun fact, Lamias are one of many monsters in the monster manual that naturally have a charm ability. No, I don't think... I'll have to look it up specifically, but it's not the spell charm person, they just can charm. So, Congratulations, y'all fell under the charm effect of our fellas. Y'all failed your charisma saves.
Heck.
All of you have failed. You got nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
Taste, sir.
Good day to you, sir. Eat you.
There we go. Right, I put the layer in the wrong place, aren't I clever?
You fool.
That's better.
What if TOA guy became king? Oh god, we do not want Sararak as king!
God.
So, that does bring up something, though. It is highly likely there were other attempts at killing the rulers of Sideria to gain their powers. These are just the ones that were successful.
Oh, yeah.
I have come to kill you, lion.
Oh, that's cute. You're in my harem now.
Oh no.
Oh, she had a harem.
Oh, fate worse than death.
If it's not spoilers, how did Augustine kill Chant? Stabbed him.
Cool.
Oh, shit. Could you not?
Basically, Augustine did the classic rush strategy while the defenses were down. He and the rest of his adventuring party pushed straight through and stabbed King Chant. At which point there was chaos, but a lot of the guards immediately were like, well, Augustine's the king now, and turned on the other guards, so that was fun.
Yikes. Let's get a little bit of gold there. It's like I keep drawing these characters and I'm just like, wait a second, they're royalty. Fuck.
The royalty.
Oh,
But consider, someone tried to assassinate, as I go see the name again, because there's a lot of goblins. Someone tried to assassinate Durag Red-Eye, fourth of his name, and failed, and someone's like, maybe these goblins can be... Oh, never mind, he's dead. Imagine becoming a king by accident. Points to it shy. So what's this about Brief of the Weef? The setting this is from is based on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, in that it's a huge world. Go, have fun, explore it. End goal is to kill this guy. Points to Augustine.
Run straight to castle. All the others start coming towards you. Target acquired.
Da 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 da. We now present Anxiety, the song.
It's like, it's time to do it. Go.
Wait
okay,
a
let's go
fucking
kill him now.
second. Wait a second. This was supposed to be a royalty-free fantasy playlist. This is the Overwatch theme.
Ah. Oopsie-doo.
This is the Overwatch theme.
Well,
Copyright claim. Skip.
No. Please don't sue us, Daddy Blizzard.
Daddy Blizzard! Oh, Daddy Blizzard, no. Alright.
Are we free from Overwatch now?
Maybe. He'd probably have, like, doggy clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm totally inconspicuous. Looks at the gold bangle around his neck.
I am a humble king!
Alright. Are we good?
I
wait.
think we're still
Who's
coloring
coloring?
in King Chant.
Yeah, I'm still going. Sorry, I'm slow.
You're fine.
No,
You're
no,
fine.
I was just making sure. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm sorry. What'd you put the hands on this?
They're pretty nice hands.
You're pretty nice hands.
I am pretty nice hands, it's true. And I will say again, you have come so far since your days of drawing on a 3DS with Pokemon Art Academy.
I'm so glad you graduated.
You graduated
Thanks.
from Pokemon Art Academy.
Oh, it is liberating.
This is one of the hottest men I've ever drawn. Thank you, Jojo, for this design.
Hey.
He's like, damn.
Thank you, Yo-Yo.
I do love a good tiefling design. Yeah, I'm not going to bother shading this guy.
Alright.
He's shady enough as it is.
He's so shady. What would happen if the king/queen is body snatched? That is an interesting question. Technically, they would still be king because they're not dead.
It's like, guys, I'm still here!
My body just
Yeah. The campaign ends, it's Shahi comes back. Alright, I'm back from getting cigarettes. What did I miss? Damn it, guys! I'm still technically king!
It's that color.
Dang it, guys. I never stopped being kid. Nah, he's probably long dead by now.
He is, in fact,
Huh?
dead.
Yeah.
Alex, question, how long do you think this campaign will last? Well, I don't picture the party wanting to explore literally everything, but if they do, longer than Fallen Empires.
Let's see.
Does Augustine have hooved feet? Looks at full Augustine design. Shit, we don't show his feet!
Don't worry about
Should've
it.
done that. Fuck.
Chant did not have cloven feet. I'm gonna say Augustine does.
Fair enough.
What if a king dies by being a dumbass? Like, in an accident that no one caused, they would revive him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the resources to revive people. Why would they not?
No, fair that.
It's just the
Okay.
It's just the law of Canavac that says no. Whoever kills the last king is the next king, and also ensures that they can't revive the last king so they can get revenge or whatever.
Okay, I should come back soon. Any minute now.
Any minute now.
It was
No
an accident, guys. I swear, I just tripped on his knife.
Yeah. So suicide doesn't count at all. Not true. Queen Song committed suicide, but specifically named Tadagova as her successor. So Tadagova was the next king.
Nice.
So what about Ishashi? Did Harfellis find him and then eat him or something?
For Itshai, no one could confirm how he died, just that he was dead, and no one could find the body. So while they were doing that, Harfellis swooped in and was like, I'm the king now! And they were like, no you're not, and then she killed them all and was like, I'm the king now!
Well, my city now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what
Nice.
Lamias do, they sneak into ruins and they're like, I rule this place now!
Snake found dead in Miami.
Nick found dead in Miami.
Alright, I'm just gonna curl this shoulder here and I should be done.
Alright.
And finito.
Nice. Alright. So we're gonna save this picture and we're gonna go on break. When we come back, hopefully we will have figured out what next to draw in the world building stream.
Yes, we must build the world. Where's my? There it is. Okey-doke.
Alright.
We out.
Not quite yet, but we will be in 3, 2,
Bye-bye!
Hello and welcome back. Yape is the most powerful appliance.
Indeed. And Queen is just vibing.
Queen's just vibing, though.
Just vibing.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, we're not here for Yape.
we're not here for Yape. We're going to talk about more characters because backgrounds involve a lot of planning, and we're not going to do
The
that.
layer won't come. The layer won't come up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I guess
There we go, it's
Queen is our extraordinary companion.
So, in Sedaria, there are other adventurers because the world is alive and it's not just the party who's going around looking at things. Now, adventurers can join the party as, like, guides or as backup as hired hands, and some of them run the usual, PC stuff. Oh, this is a dragonborn monk. Oh, this is a human bard. And then there are the extraordinary companions, who are people who would adventure with you and happen to be stuff like, I don't know, big bronze dragon. So, we are going to be discussing and drawing them, and what they do in Sedaria. Like, there might be a few spoilers, but there shouldn't be all that much because it's all up to chance if you even encounter these guys. So I notice 2 interpretations of Dagron here.
I love.
We got a little Trogdor
Hello,
style one.
Scott.
Hi,
What is
Scott.
going on, my man?
Hello. I am on my phone, but I am able to make it for the last hour.
Oh, cool.
How is everyone?
You're doing alright.
Doing alright.
It looks more like a fairy than a dragon.
I mean, there are fairy dragons. Those are a thing.
Yes.
Come
When
on.
I heard Bronze Dragon, the first thing I thought was Festus from freaking the Heroes of Olympus.
Yeah.
God, the cogs are so cool.
Thank you.
The cogs are awesome. And since we're already getting started drawing the bronze dragon, I will start with describing who he is. His name is a bitch to spell, because of course it is, it's a dragon.
Okay, so this is his name.
Yeah, that is.
Ah,
I am a bitch to spell, the lord of dragonkind. The bronze dragon, come on, pen tool, for the love of God, has a Q in his name, because of course it does, but then it doesn't it does not have a U after it, because fuck you. The bronze dragon's name is Kendosdane.
Kendosdane.
Kenny.
Yeah. Ken to his friends. He doesn't have friends.
He is a big bronze dragon. I don't know how many friends he would have, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Given that he is a dragon.
He is a dragon.
Bronze.
So you might be wondering, Alex, how did you come up with a name like that? I use fantasy name generators unapologetically. But the thing about fantasy name generators is it also gives titles to these dragons. I will get to what his title is in a minute here, but let me tell you more about bronze dragons. Bronze dragons are a type of metallic dragon, and metallic dragons in D&D are good guys for the most part. Dedicated to concepts of like righteousness and justice and order and whatnot. Unless you're a copper dragon, they're just jokers. And screw them. Yeah.
The trolls of the dragon world.
Yeah. So, bronze dragons are basically dedicated warriors, guardians, defenders, and whatnot. So Candace Dane, when Augustine became king, is like, it's okay, I shall defend this land from any invaders that this invader might bring in. And then the Laia showed up, and was like, hey, let's talk for a little bit. Oh, by the way, I heard there's this huge tribe of invaders off, XYZ. So Candace Dane went, burned that settlement to the ground. You know what was in it? Rabbits. So Candace Dane's title is the Slayer of Rabbits.
Oh no.
I love.
Oof.
Oh, poor guy.
I mean, look, they were invasive species.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't lying, was I? They are invaders.
Someone has to call them,
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you get too many.
So
And they breed
Dane...
well.
God, Chernobog must have had a field day.
Yep. So Candace Dane was utterly humiliated and decided, I'm just gonna go be a guardian somewhere else, and wanders the land wherever he is needed, always leaving right when someone figures out, hey, wait a minute, aren't you the slayer of rabbits?
The slayer of what now flies away.
What in the world could that be? Flies off.
What was that behind you?
Oh, look at destruction.
Where?
What? I should also mention, Lilia was an advisor of, let me look at the names again, because there's a lot of names to keep track of. Haha, fun times. Lilia was an advisor of Queen Harfelis, actually, so she's been around for longer than most of the kings of Sideria.
Mm-hmm.
She's just been around, fucking with people. Also, succubus, so eliminate which word you will from that sentence.
With. Got it. I did it, team. I solved it.
You did it, team!
I'm proud of you, my dude.
Alright. So, Candace Dane, by virtue of being dragon, is probably the most complex design of the extraordinary companions. There are 6 of them in total. And the first one on the list, because Candace Dane is number 2, is a revenant by the name of Mizrali.
What's a revenant?
Ooh, revenants are really cool, is what.
Revenants are rad as hell.
Oh, hell.
Are we using the literal definition of revenant, or
the D&D definition of revenant with some adjustments?
I do not know what that is.
You ever? Okay, so sometimes people die. Sometimes people die, but they have shit they need to do that's so fucking pertinent that they will come back from the dead over and over and over again until that shit's done. AKA, hey, remember, Scott, that time Thabagath, defiled the corpse on the side of the road? And, there's the book thing, and then you steal your diary, and there's a whole... Yeah, that was a revenant.
I see.
That was a revenant.
Can you tell me a bit about the design?
I have a picture if GIMP will cooperate with me in cropping it.
Sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. So, Mizrali used to be a tiefling. She was a bard courtier in the court of King Chant, and she was the girlfriend of the princess.
Oh. Lovely.
Is this revenant by any chance played by George Clooney?
No.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hello!
So, she was the girlfriend. She was there on the day that King Chant got killed, so she and the princess ran away. Now, obviously, the concern is that family is going to come back and seek revenge once their dad is killed and someone else takes the throne. So Quarrick went to go and kill the princess. He got Mizrali instead. So,
oh no.
Oops.
Yeah. So Mizrali rose from the dead, and she is heckin' pissed, as all revenants are. And she's been wandering for the last 10 years looking for Quarrick to absolutely kill him.
Oh dear.
I'm back. Time to die.
Mm-hmm.
Time to die.
Now you may be thinking, but Alex, revenants only last for 1 year. Correct. I adjusted it so that she no longer has the magical tracking that would let her know where Quarrick is, but she gets to quote-unquote live longer.
She's built different, chat.
Built different, chat.
I'm sorry. I'll never let that go. I blame Jordan.
Gotta love a classic revenge story. Yeah, classic revenge story. You just defined revenants in D&D. They wanna kill things.
God, who doesn't want to in D&D?
Lumps?
Mojons? Maybe?
Mojons, maybe.
An armored slayer of rabbits, I guess.
Rabbits.
Woof.
Yeah. Why does a dragon need armor? Because I'm rugged as hell. You wouldn't be covering up any markings on you, would you? No. Markings that the Slayer of Rabbits has? What in the world could that be?
Rabbits? Never heard of there. What's that over there?
He has opposable thumbs, so he could put on the dragon armor to prevent himself from being recognized as the Slayer of Rabbits.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure bronze dragons are not the ones that learn how to change their shape or polymorph, so yeah, he just has thumbs. That's how he does it.
Yeah, yes. He figured it out somehow. Not through any natural means, of course. He just has armor.
I lied! Adult bronze dragons can change their shape.
He still has thumbs, though.
He still has thumbs, though.
It'd be really inconvenient to not to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right?
Average people don't want to kill in D&D, probably. When have we ever played as average people in D&D?
Average people don't become adventurers, my friend.
Now that is true. That is true.
Who's the sanest person in the IR tabletop canon?
We went over
the
this,
sanest
didn't
person
we?
in
One of the Tales from the Loop kids.
It's Tales from the Loop Kids. I think we talked about this earlier in stream.
Oh yeah, we did.
All right, well, after
Other than the Tales from the Loop kids, though.
Other than the Tales from the Loop Kids.
I don't know. Alice first goes out there.
Are we talking like just D&D or?
Also discounting Discord Murder Party. Let's talk.
I was gonna say if we want to go down the list alphabetically.
Yeah, going through our fantasy realms. So,
all right,
Fallen Empires, TOA, Cannibal Conspiracy.
All right, let's go alphabetically, one from each. Cannibal Conspiracy.
Probably.
NPCs too.
Well, if we're counting just PCs from Cannibal Conspiracy, probably Pyra.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Balthiv's a dumbass. Minerva is... She has her own issues.
Mm-hmm.
Kaleil's a dumbass in his own special way.
Lean is chaotic.
Yeah.
Lean is chaotic. She seduced a tornado.
Yeah, it's probably Pyra.
Yeah, my process of elimination solely.
Okay, so Fallen Empires then.
Trevlon.
Process of
Trevlon.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Trevlon.
Yeah, Trevlon.
Because it's well, I mean, God, what was the metric? It's just like least insane, right?
Yeah.
Most well put together.
Yeah.
Because if we go by process of elimination, it's definitely not Scam. It's not Thavagath. It's
not Momo.
It's not Momo. I wanted to say Momo, but then I thought about it and I was like,
You would have been objectively wrong if you suggested Momo was the most normal one.
The coloring on this is great, by the way. Like, dang.
Thank you.
Like, really making the details pop out.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were doing the coloring.
And then I don't know jack about TOA, so...
Ava.
Probably...
Ava, yeah.
Most put together, though?
Okay.
She has a wife.
Yeah, she has a wife.
To be fair, just because...
She's a ball of anxiety.
Having a husband/wife doesn't mean shit. Look at Fallen Empires. The couple in here is not exactly the most stable, let me tell you.
Now, is Ava's wife... Are Ava and her wife stable?
Yes.
Yes.
Then Ava. Look, she's able to start a family. I think
it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between Ava and Lucian.
No, that's true. That's very true.
Lucian's out here for a good time.
Yeah.
Sorry, God.
Lucian's here to party, but, like, that's not what my metric of closest to average person.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, God, Lucian's been out here for the past 3 years, just having like a bacchanal out in the woods with Dahlia, but like fucking elves. Am I right? Well, he's an uncle, but yeah, no, he's not normal.
He's not normal. Okay. Yeah.
And then finally, you're the only one who's in Call of Cthulhu in this call, so
Oh God, the most normal.
I think the answer is no.
The answer is none of them. Call of Cthulhu.
You have to choose one. Everybody gets one.
It would be Sunil Pandey. It would deadass be Sunil Pandey. It would be.
Yeah.
Sunil Pandey is probably the most put together. Yes, absolutely.
Probably Sunil Pandey, yeah.
He's got a career. He's got a family. He doesn't have a fucking death wish.
3 people in the chill out zone. Let me get back to you. Hang on.
Oh my God! Yes. I'm telling you, it's fucking Sunil. Listen. He's got a career, he's got a family, he doesn't have a fucking death wish, and he doesn't have baggage from the Great War. It's Sunil Pandey. I'm right.
Yeah, you know what, Atwas, you're right. You're totally right.
Mm-hmm. Sunil Pandey.
Cursed throne.
Well,
okay, yeah. It's either. No, actually, they had a different answer. They actually had a different answer. They said Sybil.
No!
No, incorrect. No. I'm sorry. Nope, vetoed.
Executive veto. Wrong decision. They want to fight me, they can come into the stream, but it's not Sybil.
It's mixed.
No, it's not.
I'm leaning towards Sunil.
Sybil has a death wish and travels across the country looking for cryptids and has a shit ton of fucking, commitment issues and also has a shit ton of money and she's not stable. She's not.
But using your previous logic, she has a partner.
That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
So we can take that one off the table then.
No. When we're talking about Ava, we're talking about her her stability. Her stability.
James is not stable.
James is not
and neither is Sybil. God.
Hey, I'm sorry if this doesn't look very good.
It's all good. It's great.
No, it's great.
Yeah. All right, so Cursed Throne stares at the army of untrained.
So obviously it's Angel Eyes.
Obviously, it's Angel Eyes. Yes, clearly, no contest. Okay, serious answer.
Counting
the people in Edward's band because obviously
maybe Phineas.
I'd say Phineas. Yeah,
I'd say Phineas because he's still he's just vibing with his performance thing.
I think Phineas is the youngest as well. So
so he hasn't had enough time to get a screw loose.
Yeah,
because it used to be Una, but then Una spends time with Angel Eyes, and that's a mistake.
Yeah!
Obviously, the most put together is Mitzi, definitely.
Mitzi, yes, of course.
Christ.
Mitzi, I will shit on your pillowcase.
By Wolf. She knows how to be a back out. She's very well put together.
Mm-hmm.
I
would also
between Phineas and Lulietta. For me.
I was gonna say I would also argue for Lulietta.
Yeah.
In fact, the fact that she's leading this army, though, it's amazing she hasn't gone insane yet.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why we have both the prince and the princess on the team because oh god, Lulietta trying to manage all these people on her own.
Piper, we're discounting people with baggage, so that's half of the Cursed Throne army.
Yeah.
I'd argue 3/4.
Honestly, yeah.
Bo has baggage.
Bo does have baggage. Honestly,
Noah doesn't have baggage, but he is paranoid as fuck. So
he's paranoid. So he also gets
yeah.
Unfortunate.
In the entire IR series,
prior to Split's departure, I would have said Damien.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damien is very well put together. He's like the straight man of the brothers.
Alright, so let's take all of these characters now. So we have Ava, Phineas, Pyra. I forgot the others that we said.
By the way.
Yeah. we have 30 minutes, and there are 4 more extraordinary companions to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm really into this coloring.
You know what? Just give me the names and I'll make a straw poll and we can put it in the chat. Ava, Phineas, Pyrus, Sunil, anyone else?
You guys think, yeah?
It's just those 4? Okay.
I hope it got saved.
Hey, I
I'm
saved
gonna
it,
make
yeah.
a straw poll then.
Cool.
You did? Okay. Shit. Ha! Bye, zombie. No! That's not the right one!
Get out of here, fairy dragon!
Someone keeps moving layers around and I keep missing the layer.
Alright, who's next?
Alright, here we go.
Alright.
Give me a layer.
So, there are 4 more. I'll just, drop all the names of them because we got 30 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright. So, next is a stone giant by the name of Mosinger.
There, he's beautiful.
There he is. There he be. Alright. So, that is number 3. Number 4 is a satyr by the name of Lascelles.
I've never drawn a satyr before.
Oh boy, you'll love this guy. He's a bastard.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Alright. 4th is a Cicalia. That is an octopus woman.
Uh-huh.
Octopus woman.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
Izo Nerek. And then, last, is what everyone's pretty sure is the Yuan Ti, because she's got snake tail and the upper fleshy half of a woman. By the name of Nesha.
Hot.
Hot. Yeah. Octomom. You could call Izo Nerek that, technically. Izo's also got an image I made with her in Gaia Dream Avatar, actually, so I'll just, ignore my system noises, and I'll crop it and paste it in the chat.
There, Rock Boy.
Rock Boy. Do-do-do.
Tentacles.
No, I just want to... No, don't curve! Come back!
Alright, so, stories for all of them. Mosinger is not a slayer of rabbits, unlike the absolute failure that is Kendall So, stone giants, believe that most life happens underground, and anything that happens above ground is a dream, where nothing really matters or makes sense. Unfortunately for Mosinger, cave-in happened and sealed off his way back home, so he's been spending the last couple of years in the quote-unquote dream, that is the surface world, and would love to get back. He can promise anything. It doesn't matter. Once he gets below ground, he'll wake up from the dream.
Oh,
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, Lascelles, is a Fey Lord who takes the form of a satyr. And he, is not a fan of the whole system of Sideria. Whoever kills the next king is the king. Not necessarily because it's a bad system, but because he's against civilization in general. And is gonna happily travel along with people like, hey, yeah, let's go have a party. By the way, let's tear down the establishment and return everything to nature. Everything will burn. Who wants to hear the flute?
Oh, the flute! Nice.
He's a satyr. What do you expect?
He's a satyr. He's got a flute.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know satyr law.
It's usually pan flute, so technically that's a flute.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Pan flute.
So, Izo Nerek. So, you know Ursula?
Oh.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this is basically Ursula in D&D. She's not as thick as Ursula. She is rather skinny because she doesn't get a lot of chances to eat when she's busy making deals with the devils.
So the witch with the sequel. So the witch from the sequel.
Ah, yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Morgana.
Yeah. So she has been making deals for quite a long time, and then people in Sideria are like, hey, wait a minute. Acherite gives me a whole lot of power. It's kind of like a deal with the devil. all right, see you later. And Eva and Eric's like, no, wait, come back. And then she was like, so that's what it does. I want it. And that's why she goes to adventure, to go collect violence metal. Should you be giving it to her? Probably not. Probably not.
It's probably a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Just a bit.
Yeah. And then there is Nesha. So technically this is spoilers for her story, but again, it's all up to chance whether or not people even encounter Nesha. Everyone thinks she is a Yuan-Ti. She is not. She is a Merilith who had her extra arms ripped off and was basically forced into a mortal form with amnesia to try and see if they can redeem a demon general. It's kind of working out. She's stupid as hell, but at least she's not committing crimes against humanity.
That's good?
That's good.
Crimes against humanity are bad, so like this is.
I am anti crimes against humanity and pro looking up a picture of a Merilith.
This is pretty good for for not having crimes against humanity happen.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the bare when you're trying to like reform a hell demon, like the bare minimum is kind of pretty good enough.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Just let me get my layer.
So she's neutral. Yeah, she just wants food.
Mood.
Everyone's like, I want revenge. I want justice. I want to go home. I want to destroy civilization. I want violence metal. You got any food?
I want chips.
I want chips.
Why does this guy look like Sata Darby?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Darby is evil!
Darby is evil!
Yeah.
Thank you for my life.
Well, Nesha accept food and head pats. I'm pretty sure Meriliths are large, so you'd have to get on a step stool to give her head pats.
Well,
That doesn't answer the question. Will she accept that?
Yeah.
Goes to look up Merilith to double check. Yeah, Meriliths are large. I needed to be sure I was correct first.
Of course.
Naturally. Nesha will accept head pats if you've given her enough food.
Excellent.
This is right. Yeah.
There, perfectly accurate representation of Nesha. There we go.
Yep, there she be.
Beautiful.
All right. Serious time.
Yeah, because I'm slow. Gotta slow fast.
You're good.
Got
good.
to
You're doing good.
slow fast.
Slow. Hey,
So,
guys.
why are you mocking me?
Yeah.
This
Yeah, she got her arms ripped off, so now she has nuts.
That's too dark.
funny,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah. Bro, hello, by the way. We specified tabletop, so that discounts Discord Murder Party. Otherwise, the answer would be Hugo Hernandez, yes.
Yeah. Because, like, Thorin's a child that made a deal with the devil. Haley has depression. Grace has...
Issues!
Grace has a whole host of issues. Murder
Grace
God
is
is
Grace.
Murder God. Dr. McGillicuddy is Dr. McGillicuddy. Tommy has also his issues.
Mm-hmm. Percy Blackwood's dumb as a post.
God bless.
I mean, like, he's put together, but he's just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, Scott.
Yeah.
None taken.
Junior no last name is Junior no last name.
Junior has issues.
Whoa.
He's getting better, but he's got issues.
Mm-hmm. Valencia's a fish out of water.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there's Thorin, there's Hugo, there's Haley. Ezra's got depression.
Ezra also has depression, yes. We
Yeah.
have 2 characters. We have multiple characters with depression.
Mia saying, rock guy looks like friend. Technically, Messenger's nice
just
enough.
The Iron Giant.
Messenger is nice enough. Like, he's not going to go out of his way to step on you. He just wants to go home. And, like, why would you antagonize people who would help you with that?
I want to go home. Please, just move this rock out of the way. Come on, out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Is this the right rock? No. Is this the right rock? No.
No.
I imagine he's just very patient about this. You'll get it eventually.
Sedaria is a big place. I will have to search for many rocks.
Leave no stone unturned, so they say.
Ironically, Messenger reminds me of a stone talus. You know? Yeah? Yeah, the giants in Sedaria are their version, or not their version, are my version of, like, taluses and Hinox. Because Stone Giant is obviously Stone Talus. Hill Giant makes an excellent Hinox.
Messenger is just there to get home.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
So your home was
Messenger
over
is just like rattling one of the rocks. Let me in.
Let me in.
Let me in. So your home was over there, yes. And then it just moved over there? No. Plate tectonics.
Theology is not fun when it is not on your side. I can talk about rocks for days. Isn't that right, Herbo?
Do not! Oh, I will never get over that.
Am I missing something? What's the yoke?
So Darby streamed Lovers of Ether.
And that's the voice that Alex gave Crag.
And during one of the runs, we named the player character Herbo with a bunch of O's. So I just extended the O's for as long as was funny.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Himbo, too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you end up dating anyone in the end?
Yeah.
We successfully dated Crag and the cat lady whose name I forget.
Nice.
The school terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
Who was actually not a terrorist, but, a cyberpunk rebel.
Yeah. She was, she was Kyle Reese from Terminator, basically.
Love it.
I've come back to fight the elephant principle.
Which is, I know that's a weird sentence out of context, so please let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
Are you waiting for the explanation?
Are you waiting for the explanation? The principal is actually evil and the leader of evil cybernetic empire in the future, so there's a student who goes back to stop him. There's your explanation.
Yep.
Good talk.
Did it.
That's the explanation,
Herbo. A cop looking for a drug bust?
Yeah, we found an undercover cop, but then we ditched that plot line.
Yeah, so that we could date the terrorist.
Don't worry about it.
Terrorists.
But it's okay, Herbo.
It's okay, Herbo.
So man of many characters. Not familiar with Epic 7. Messenger as a stone giant, like, probably not inanimate objects he wouldn't start talking to him. Like, stones he would understand the language of. Anything else, like pine cones, probably... that is a crunchy thing. It goes squish underneath me. Oops.
Pinecone giant running up behind him.
I'm gonna throw hands, says the pinecone giant. I'm gonna show you who rules the ordning.
What are you doing? I'm throwing pine cones at you.
Stop that. It hurts. Does it? No, I was being polite. But yeah, for those of you who don't know giant lore in Dungeons and Dragons, the ordning was set up by the god of giants and basically says, alright, these are the cool giants at the top of the flagpole, And down at the bottom, we got the lame giants. So the lame giants are hill giants, and then stone giants are one step above them. I don't know where the pine cone giants would fall.
They'd probably be like around the same tier as stone giants.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, they're pine cones.
Yeah. But yeah, there is a hierarchy of giants, and it goes from bottom to top. Hill giant, stone giant, frost giant, fire giant, cloud giant, storm giant. Well, what about all the homebrew types of giants? Figure that shit out, nerd!
That is a you problem.
Yes. We did it for the pine cone giants, so it's possible. If we can do it, then you can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
How many types of giants are there? In Raw Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition? 6. You want to go third party? Well, good luck. It's third party.
Good luck.
As many as they can come up with.
There we go.
I am a pine cone giant.
I'm aware that Furbolg fall into the category by technicality. What do they fall under?
They're not full giants, so they're not part of the ordning.
Okay.
Same with Goliaths. Though I did see a really cool homebrew thing, I forget the name of it, but it was like, alright, so Goliaths in canon D&D books are clearly based off of stone giants. Here's some sub-races based off all the other types of giants, and they're like half frost giants, half fire giants, and they looked really rad.
Nice.
Are they like a thing but big? What defines a giant? I have the monster manual right in front of me and can look that up. Alright.
Excellent.
What the fuck is that?
The pine cone giant. What do you think it
The
is?
pine cone giant. Those are titans, I'd argue their difference. Yeah, the titans were the ones that tried to take over in Hercules. So,
Bless my soul.
Along came Zeus.
He hurled his thunderbolt.
So giants are a race of really, really big people. They look like humans, but they are not. They are at least as old as dragons are in the world. And like size-wise, hill giants typically stand about 16 feet tall, then it goes all the way up to storm giants at 26 feet tall. Also, thank you, Raison, giantkin are lower in the ordning than hill giants, which sucks, because hill giants are stupid as hell. This is a canon trait of hill giants.
Oh. How sad.
Yeah.
There's a hill
Rip and
giant.
skip.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of a giant's rank among its own race, the chief of a hill giant tribe is inferior to the most common of stone giants. The lowest ranked giant of any type is superior to the highest ranked giant of an inferior type. So Darius, the poop shoveler, just goes up to the Thane of the hill giants and pushes him around, and the Thane's like, okay.
Oh.
The poop shuffler.
The poop shoveler.
Never say that again.
Oh, is
The
is
poop
that
shoveler.
Poop Smith?
Stop it! I will never speak to you again.
Is that Poop Smith from Homestar Runner?
Christ.
Oh, what is that reek? The poop smith? You smell like a crap smith.
You're all dead to me.
That's fair.
Thanks, man. You too.
I can eat this whole pie. I want to eat this whole pie. I don't want it.
There
a
is...
giant for that too.
For those of you who want to learn more about the giants, there are several D&D modules where you face a whole lot of giants. The most recent one for 5th edition is Storm King's Thunder.
Yes! That was my first ever campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Doom, but for giants.
Yes. And as Raison says, what starts off Storm King's Thunder, Tiamat, the goddess of dragons, tries to escape, and the god of giants is like, you suck! Screw the ordning! And all the giants are like, so this means I am top of the totem pole. And that's a really bad idea, because storm giants are probably the most benevolent towards humans, and we really want them on top of the totem pole, and not, hill giants.
They're just vibing.
Hill giants, screw those guys. They're nerds.
They're
Except they're not,
nerds.
because they're kind of dumb.
They're big, smelly nerds.
So the great mighty Pooh would be a hill giant.
Yes.
He's big and smelly.
Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it.
If we're going off that metric.
Why are we going off that metric?
Because Alex said so.
I mean, fair,
Consider, however, manure golem.
Right, you are dead to me.
I'm sure someone's made stats for it.
I don't want to look.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Google.com/manure plus golem plus D&D.
From the there's a result for this. Manure golem, large
God.
construct, unaligned, armor class 14.
La 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 la.
I'm posting this in call.
Exist.
Why not?
Because
There's another
Welcome
one.
to my magical realm. Anyway.
Why does it smell so bad? Welcome
Hey,
to the
thanks,
realm
man.
of manure golem. I mean,
it has conditioned immunities.
Of course it has conditioned immunities. You think you're going to charm a manure golem? It's a golem.
Oh my god. I can't. No, that's it. Done. Over.
you want to charm the manure golem? It's a
Not
giant-
particularly.
I don't want to charm the fucking manure golem!
That's what I thought. So nobody tries it in the first place.
I roll to seduce the manure golem.
Oh, there's definitely
the
been
GM.
someone.
The GM first of all asks you why, and then second of all asks you to roll for charisma.
With a DC of 30.
Exactly.
35.
35.
Beautiful.
I rolled a 35. Do I seduce the golem, Scott?
Do you?
You
Do you?
golem. I don't know
Because
why.
if you do, then you have to RP it.
Yeah.
The golem,
that's
the
why.
manure golem looks into you with its glowing, beady, manure-filled eyes, full of lust? ?
I hate specifically that they're manure filled.
It's a manure golem. What do you
It's a
expect?
manure golem.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know what I'm expecting.
Ah, that must be a king. How do you know? Hasn't got shit all over him.
It's funny.
Okay, but this is the plot of an episode of Panty and Stocking. I would ask questions, but I don't think I would like any of the answers.
They're totally right though.
Thank you,
I
bro.
watched Penny and Stocking, but I don't remember a manure. I don't remember any poop involved.
Not a golem per se.
I seriously don't remember what Penny and Stocking had to do with poop. I watched
It's
the whole
fine,
thing.
don't worry about it.
I'm done coloring, so.
Oh, excellent. Time to save.
All done.
Alright, let's save. And we got 10 minutes. So let's go nuts on the canvas.
Oh,
Manure
beautiful.
golem time.
Finally, my time to shine! Alright, we're just gonna create a new layer. I'm just gonna put a mustache on that thing.
Oh. You want to put a mustache on it?
Oh, I mean, if you're offering, then,
Yes.
let's see. Just zoom in there.
Just a good,
Provide
just a good
stash.
mustache.
God, my camera is not working with me.
Alright,
Ugh.
go away.
Alright, I'll just work with what I got. I'll work at an awkward camera angle.
Color.
Excellent.
Oh my god, look at its eyes!
Marcel coming in without the lines is just a cursed thing.
His fucking eyes!
Ghost Darby! Oh!
Incredible.
Meh.
I remind everyone that despite being a graphic designer, I cannot actually draw.
But is it your passion, Scott? Is it
Yeah,
your passion?
yeah, it is.
Graphic design is my burden.
Nice. That's good.
Give me cans.
All right. This is a very slow mustache.
I'm not drawing on a canvas. I'm drawing with a mouse. I don't have a I don't have a tablet.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's
Capitalism! Give me food!
seaweed goats want true love.
I'm not made of money.
We've got
Yeah.
Are
to
you made of
have
food?
Yeah.
money.
I'm not made of money. Isoneric slithers in. We can change that.
Gonna...
I shall polymorph
Hello,
you into money.
bro.
Hello.
Hi, bro.
Hello, bro.
Be here for the last few minutes.
She's got a little red nose.
So are we bothering to swap to a new canvas or not?
I don't even know.
Oh, should we at this point, or
I must.
I
The
mean-
poop golem needs to exist.
we must have the poop golem? Yes,
all right.
we gotta
let's
have the poop
switch,
golem.
Let's switch. Let's do that.
Hang on, the heck.
Poop time.
That's kind of good,
God.
actually.
That looks really cute.
Yeah.
All right, go wild.
Buck wild.
Why are cameras so awkward on this program?
I know, it's weird.
Okay, now you're just drawing walrus. Nope, never mind.
Huh?
I take
Nope.
it back.
Wow. You're
Sorry,
really
I
gonna
saw
compare our good friend and pal,
Look, see, I
our
saw.
good,
Yeah,
wonderful chum,
We have a whole bunch
dear
of streams
walrus,
saying
to a
"Miss you,
poop
Walrus."
golem.
We have a whole bunch of streams
No,
saying "Miss you,
look,
Walrus," and then you compare
look.
him to the poop golem. I see how it is.
No, that's not what I meant. Like, okay,
But it's what
I
you
know.
said, though.
We're just
I'm
saying
going to
this.
DM Walrus right now, saying, "Hey, Scott compared you to poop," and that's just
No,
going to get him to
okay,
come back to
hang on.
Internet Remix for
Look.
all of 2 minutes to say "fuck you."
Look, here's what I said. All I saw at the moment, and I'll delete this immediately, was just this part of the head, and I just saw like the 2 tusks and like the eyes. That's what I saw.
Okay, you're valid.
You're valid. No,
It's
you're valid, Scott.
It's fine. It's fine. We're just being the worst, which you should expect by now.
I don't know what to expect. I'm not good at socializing.
Are any of us?
Isn't that the giant monster from Conqueror's Bad Fur Day? Asks someone.
Congratulations,
No.
you won.
No.
It's not like we've been talking about this the entire time. We were talking about the poop.
We cannot confirm nor deny.
Legally,
We
no.
cannot confirm or deny.
Legally,
But legally distinctly. Legally distinct poop monsters in my skull.
How did I know you were about to?
Same brain cell, bro. Same brain cell. Always has been.
I'm just sitting here like, oh, Atwas is gonna say it's their Scott. Yep. 3. Yep.
How many skull bands do you have now?
No. This is an album.
Yeah, it's an album.
Oh, Christ. That doesn't count.
Yes, it does. And the answer is still way too many. Wow, thanks for the raid.
Thanks for
Friend,
the raid.
pal,
Hi.
chum, Ginkgo9.
Ginkgo.
Thank you.
You can go.
Ginkgo trees are really fucking cool. Okay, so this is everyone takes a wild ride with Atwas for random facts time, but ginkgo trees are among the oldest, I believe, phyla of trees that still exists that can date back like all the way to the very inception of trees. They're just really awesome. They've been around forever. Evolution, don't need it. Fucking hasn't touched them. Ginkgos remain strong. And God, there's something else about the. Was it was that ginkgo trees can actually like change gender, I believe. Either way, it's really cool, and ginkgo trees are cool, and ginkgo leaves are cool, and yeah, there you go. The random facts of that was.
I learned something today.
Well, it says here that the manure golem has an ability called Stench. Any creature that starts to turn within 10 feet of the golem must succeed on a DC 16 Constitution.
I
saving
got
throw.
news for you, Juno. So does a fucking Gen 5 Pokemon called Skuntank. It ain't special.
No, see, Stench... First of all, Skuntank is Gen 4. Second of all...
My bad.
I was about to say,
It's been years. Anyways, continue.
Second of all, the effect of Stench is actually causing the opposing Pokemon to flinch if hit by, I believe it was a physical contact move. Not very useful, considering that all the Pokemon that have Stench are not very fast. With the Pokemon in question being Muck, which is a pile of slime, and Skuntank. Garbodor, which has a base speed of, I think, like 80. It's like 70, I don't know.
Are we gonna help me with flat colors on this, or what?
May I,
Time for some Trick Room Stench, baby.
God.
You were gonna say
May I
something?
pause for a second? Because I've just noticed something, and please keep in mind that I have not been here this whole time, so
Yes.
I might be just the one who... How long has there been a tiny queen in the corner?
Since this canvas got put there.
Since this canvas got started, yeah.
I just drew it, yeah.
Since we started this
A few
canvas.
minutes ago?
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, maybe? 10?
Okay, so I'm not crazy. It hasn't been here the whole time I've been, like, in the chat. Because I was just like...
You go. You're all right.
I just appeared.
do you want help coloring, Scott?
I am on a mouse without a...
Very well.
Thank you.
I'll join you in mouse hell. I can't join you in mouse hell. I don't have any hands.
Do not destroy your hands, Mother
I was about to say,
Dingleberry.
you fucking better not.
I will choke the boy out of you if you ruin your hands on a manure golem, Brother Dingleberry.
Points gone. Back away.
Yeah, why would you... Don't waste your hands on this thing. It's a manure golem.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to help, and then I tried, and my hand stung real bad, and I was like, oh yeah!
You're very sweet,
no.
and it's very much appreciated, so thank you for that. But fucking stop. Thank you.
We love you.
I love you. Mwah.
We love you. We care about you. That's why we're telling you to stop.
I didn't even know you had a thing.
Do it, bro. Ignore them.
Thank you, Queen,
You are
for
not
always
a good
being the devil
influence.
to balance out.
You're the shoulder devil, yes.
Except when I want a bagel.
Except when you want a bagel.
No!
Have you even had a bagel to, be a dissenting opinion on that, Queen?
I've never tried a bagel.
Ouch!
Well, in that case, you're not.
That's a critical hit if ever there was one.
Suck it, loser.
I've had opportunities, but they were just like, I don't feel like a bagel today.
So you admit you are not qualified.
Fine. Next time we're on a morning call where we're all dead inside, I will order a bagel.
Do it! Do it, I
coward.
believe.
Bagel
Fuck
squad.
knows from where, but I'll find somewhere.
Oh my god. Hey, so you know how I have random Disney XD trivia from like 2012, 2013, 2014? I
Yeah.
just do.
Yes.
There was a period of time in the Randy Cunningham fandom where there was a joke in the show about calling the main character Reginald Bagel and Reginald Bagel turning out to be an actual character. What we ended up doing was making versions of the main character called Soft Bagel, and it was pastel goth versions of them.
God, I fucks with that. Mostly because I fucks with pastel goth, but
we just started making pastel goth edits of the main character and title and tagging all of it Soft Bagel, and I can't let it go.
nor should you. That sounds great.
God. Actually, I will just for the sake of it, I will put some of my Soft Bagel art in call just for y'all. Just
Thank you for blessing
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to
you
clarify, we're
heathen.
not done until this thing is finished, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Yes.
Just making sure.
I will not leave the chat without a finished Manure Golem.
Are these things right here gums, or is this just more mouth?
Where?
In between the fence posts.
In between yeah, that's all.
Okay.
That's all the inside of its mouth.
Wait, it's all mouth?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
it's
horrifying.
Come on, finish it, you coward. It's all mouth?
Always has been. We said.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
It's okay. I'm facing away from my microphone because I'm trying to draw this bagel monster golem.
Fucking bagel monster.
It has to have the craggly bubbles that a bagel is known for. That a proper bagel is known for.
Sorry, in chat. Question for Xander. Xander's not here. Oh, somebody sounds like Xander.
No.
Who is it today?
Nobody
All
here
right,
sounds
I was
like
gonna say, who is it
Xander.
today? Is it me or Juno?
It could be me. It's been me once or twice.
Yeah.
It could be me. Similar cadence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello,
Xander
it is
sounds-
me. I am Xander.
Xander sounds exactly like
We
me.
are all Xander on this blessed.
Are we not all Xander?
musical.
It's Juno. Congratulations, Juno. You're Xander.
I would say I can't believe, but that would be a lie, so...
God, wasn't that like a meme?
Sorry,
like,
Rizan.
early
We don't
Chrono
mean
Trigger?
to point you out, but yeah.
Yeah,
Was
no,
that like a
you're
meme
good.
in Chrono Trigger where you two sounded the same?
Yes.
Who?
I think. I think there was.
That was like really early on.
Who specifically?
Juno and Xander.
Juno and Xander.
Still can't hear
Yeah,
it / see
no.
it.
Right. I've confused Juno for other people, but not for Xander.
Never Xander.
I noticed it more when they were in calls together, but not as much now.
Meanwhile, I just don't exist.
Yes, you do.
No, you exist,
God
Scott.
mood.
No, do you remember that though?
God, I
The
wish
very
that were
beginning
me.
of very beginning of Man on the Internet, where I just didn't exist.
You exist and you're British.
I'm going to strangle
God, I'm
you.
so sorry. Truly a fate worse than death. Being British.
I'm sorry that you're British. It's terminal.
Oh
Wait, what
gosh.
stage? What stage? Surely there must be a way.
How's the tea we spilled in the Boston Harbor
It's
tasting?
stage 3 British.
Stage free.
Oh,
In it. In it.
And then,
And it. Oh god, it's spreading. You didn't tell me it spreads.
we must put you down for the good
British
of the realm.
Empire.
Oh God!
Sun never sets, baby.
Billy is just a constant like disease vector for British.
I am Typhoid Mary!
Wait, didn't somebody do like that one game? The one where you like are the disease that see how long it takes
Plague
to
Inc?
take. Huh? Plague Inc. Yeah, somebody did it and named it the British Empire.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Imperialism! Woo!
God.
I'm sorry, Queen.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
Or should you be?
No, I have pinned it recently that the reason why I thought Scott was British at first is that in the video announcing Internet Remix, there's a part where he goes, that might explain why people like to play it. But the way he said it, it sounded like he was saying, that might explain.
Might?
Yeah, I thought you said that might explain.
Might?
Might.
Mike.
Okay,
God.
looks like the poop guy is nearly finished.
Just
Oh.
about.
Done. But you gotta do the fence thing on the top.
Yeah, we gotta do his fence mohawk.
Yeah, his fence.
I almost
All
called
right,
it a
got it.
mohawk and then was like,
Not
Fence
gonna
hook.
lie, this isn't a bad design.
it really
It
isn't.
really isn't.
Did you intend for it to
I
be?
mean, I hate that it exists, but yeah.
I was just drawing what I believed a poop monster would look like. Something that looked like it crawled out of like the manure pits in a farm.
Yeah.
I can't believe I gotta wrestle this thing for my family's honor.
Yeah.
This is what Percy Blackwood had to fight to get out of the void.
Yeah, this is the worst thing you ever had me do, Miss Sam.
Really, this is the worst thing.
Really, Percy, really.
Really, Percy, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to you? Really? This? I mean, it's a poop monster, Miss Sam. I didn't know you could stoop that low, but really, I eviscerated you, and you think that a poop monster is the worst I can do?
We all have flaws.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you didn't mean it. I meant it, Miss Percy Blackwood.
No, I'm sure you didn't mean it.
It is the him.
It's the him.
It's
I want
the him.
my stinky boy.
There
Here
is.
he comes.
All right, I have saved the poop monster, and now we are free of this
Thank
mortal
you.
coil.
We are free.
Hey.
God
Thank
bless
you.
America.
Now we must flush him down.
We must flush him down.